in a one-way street where it's someone that will mold you and shape you. It's always a symbiotic relationship where you give what you have to offer and then they give you a pathway to it because they already know the industry, they know the players in that area, and they can easily hook you up and connect you. I don't see much of that. If you ask me about the housemates this season, how many of them have positioned themselves? They're just very few, and I can count them. There are very few that have been able to position themselves that, okay, this one, it has not really materialized here too, but with time and the way they're going about it, it would yield something at the end of the day. I'm not going to mention names so that people start getting competitive and anything. But be sure that the people you're expecting that I will mention, they are not even in it at all. I'm sorry to say. Let me not burst bubbles here or upset people's mind. That's why I'm not mentioning names here. There are some people that caught my attention recently that, in fact, I'm liking them because they are going at a slow pace. Slow and steady wins the race, but you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. And I'm not coming here to appease anybody or to come and massage anybody. I'm just saying it the way it is. Let me even give an example. Suj and Nelly. I'm sorry, please don't come and crucify me. It's my own opinion, no.
Talk your talk.
Not anybody's opinion, no. When these people came out of the house, they weren't so very visible, or the hype wasn't so much around them. They had their own fan base. They had their, that were very loyal to them. But if we look at since they left the house and now, there's a lot that has changed in the dynamics. A whole lot. It's not, you may not get the visible result immediately, but if they continue to go at it, it will yield something. If you ask me, where is Such's direction in position, I can tell you where he's positioning himself already from the movement he's been making that I see. If you ask me, Nelly, where is she positioned, I can tell you. I'll tell about the Mbadiwe twins also. If you ask me also where they're positioning themselves, I can tell you from the little I see about what you're doing. Right? Few of them like that. They have their head in their direction of where they are going to. In fact, let me even go. Even the DJ twins that we are saying, if you ask me, I tell you that, these are people that are all about, my DJing, getting gigs and all that. You may say, I was there. It is something. It starts from somewhere. I will say it the way to me, I'm going to be very honest. There's nothing about favor stanship here. It's about just being very objective and saying things the way it is. Call a spade a spade. You see already where they are going. They are not yet at that level of where the others are, but they are making that stride already. They are putting themselves in those places. Yes, they may be in the noise also, but at least they know where they found their niche, which is their DJing, and they are focusing on that. How many of those housemates can you really think from the way they've moved post show will tell you that, this is the direction they are going. If you can give a guess and say, this is where this person is going, then you know that, yes, you can identify. But there are not so many of them. There are not so many. Then when we tell the truth, they will come and crucify us. God punish you, morale. God punish you. Your children will not see better way. My children will see better life there if I enjoy better life. It's for you to focus on it's for you to focus and understand what you are doing. It's the truth. People don't like hearing the truth, but sometimes it has to be said. And guess who your biggest competitor is? This housemate, in case you don't know. Now, the people that you think are your rivals are not even your rivals, your fellow housemates. The person that is your rival is who has given you that platform? Biggie. Biggie is your greatest rival, in case you don't know. Because why? Biggie too is also having their own challenges economically in terms of content production. How many people are really subscribing to DSTV if BBN is not being shown? Because there's all the alternative platforms that you can watch content. There's YouTube. If you go to YouTube, you see Ruskadiri, you see this person, something. What's the name of all these people? Omani or Boli. They are all plenty there. Releasing week after week, giving you movies. By the time you finish watching one this week, next week you are seeing another one again. And this is, guess what? It is free. It's only internet you need to do. You don't need to do monthly subscription. That is there. Aside from that, again, YouTube is now paying those people again revenue share, which sweetens the deal. So why would I want to go and sell my movie right to DSTV? When I can sell it to, I can put it on my own channel on YouTube and I will make money directly. It's coming to my pocket. You have TikToks there. Those fella, those jabbies you see, the DJ Chicken, what's the name? And all of them there, they have their own audience that is giving them content. So right now, Multi-choices are in a severe competitive mode right now because they have so many pressure points, competition points from different independent platforms as it is right now. And the only thing that is giving them that viewership right now is BBN platform. Because I ask myself, why is it that multi-choices refuse to please take a year or 2 years to go back to the drawing board and probably repackage again? Why is it that they are still hell-bent on still giving us this same thing every year? And it dawned on me that the truth is that if they don't do it every year, that amount of money, that profits that come from BBN every year, they will lose out on it.
Exactly.
They would lose out on that money. And at this point right now, Biggie is not even giving you a full year like he was giving Alex, giving Double Wala and Pepe then. When they do your Nigeria in the third quarter of the year, they do Zanzi in the first quarter of next year. By mid-year already, they are planning another one again. So they're not even giving you enough platform to milk and enjoy yourself. They have shortened your platform because they also have to make money also. So your biggest competition right now is Biggie, who's not giving you enough time to cash out, which means what? Time is really running out for you to make a statement. He said, in between the time you come out of the show, do everything you can to ensure that you at least get your attention and get your name to be stamped.
I always say this.
There will come a point where you will need to relax and not do too much.
Exactly.
That point comes in when the new season comes, but you know you already have your name stamped already in your season.
Some points.
If you're not able to put your name stamped on your season, when next season comes, you become forgotten. Your name fades and you become forgotten. And that's just the honest truth. And it is who that we remember that we will talk about. For those that did not give us drama, we will not talk about that. I can bet you that in Sisi's time, we had about 19 other people that came in with Sisi. In Thatcher and Messi's time, they had about, 18 or 25 other people? Because that season was they had a lot of people because they kept on bringing more people into the show. But what are we talking about in that season, Pepe them? If it's not Messi, it's Thatcher.
Exactly.
So for each season, there are very few people names that still resonate with us till now because they stamped it in our mind. It becomes inerasable. And they did it during that moment they had the time to do it. They gave us the show. They gave us every excitement that we needed. And it has become a stickiness to us. That if tomorrow Thatcher says she wants to have Titan something on space, she will see people, she will see numbers that will listen to her. Same thing with Messi, same thing with Sisi. If you ask yourself, a year or 2 years now from now, you want all the space, ask yourself, have you done so much that's attracted that level of emotion that will make people want to listen to you 2 years down the line on space? Have you really, really worked at putting that energy to it? If you can't answer that now, then I think you can go back to the drawing board and be creative and do something between now and the festive period where people would also spend money. This is another area and time that you can use to do something for yourself before Zanzi comes. Because when Zanzi comes, Nigerians will watch South Africans because those ones give drama.
Right.
Zanzi will come, they'll be doing Lema, my people. What's the other one's name again? Before you know it, Biggie has brought in another bbnaija season. And then this season withers away. So it just makes sense to make A when the sun shines. Drama does not kill. He has never killed anybody. If there's anybody I loved, the way he came back was Shaun. Shaun left with very little fan base. He decided to disrupt. And he did enter space. And people came. Those that wanted to come and, finish him. Some were converted into fans. And whether you like it or not, Shaun is controversial this season. You can't take it away from him. I bet you that when Shaun came out, if he had said he wanted to launch his merchandise, that would have been a risky venture for him. But now he's able to have that confidence because of he knows what he has done.
The latest morale. He now did merchandise. He now did lover space.
So it disrupted the whole system. How many housemates used to come and do space with us back then? Nobody used to do space now. Everybody would just be there. We'll just be doing. It was when I first started HR space. Before everybody started doing their space with their fan. And that is how it started. Either you like it or not, you can't take it away from Shaun. This season, what he's been able to do. He took the lemons that you guys gave to him. He made lemonade out of it. The apes and everything that people had for him. He channeled it and converted it into fanship. And you will never get away from him. Right? So, all of you that want to be doing, I don't want to be continue.
break this table. Shaun, after he used all the BBN fans, he now used the housemate again to whitewash himself systematically.
You get it?
Like he did it by association. Like that is why when I said I love his brain, you understand? I knew what I was saying.
No, Shaun is brain wise there. I give it to him. Oh. I give it to him. I give it to him. I mean, now God is saying the way it is. There's nothing like favoritism here. This is just saying the way it is. Because gone are the days where you want to be pampering anybody. Don't pamper anybody because your pampering is not making them to do the work. Drag the living day out of them. They'll be forced to buckle up. Break this. When you continue to pamper them and they give you lips while you begin to break this. You're not working, you're not helping them. What?
I say break the table. I'm hyping you.
It's the truth now.
Keep breaking the table.
They'll give you one small content. You'll be hyping and hyping down the nonsense. Meanwhile, they're not doing much. As much as you spend money on them in their voting for them, you should hold them accountable for the money you spent on them.
Thank you.
Period. You voted for them now. The money you used in voting, you worked for it. So they can't come out of the house and be doing shining teeth for you people, and you guys be hyping that nonsense, and you call it content. When you should be dragging the living dead out of them and asking them for accountability on what they're doing.
And see, Mora, like even if like the person is not even troublesome, I will do the trouble on behalf of my housemates. Like you said earlier, right? Negativity sometimes, like all this dragging, it helps. It breeds sometimes healthy competition. It breeds that, the fan-based rivalry, and then brands are seeing these things. No, dragging never kill anybody. According to Bobrisky, dragging does not kill anybody. If you drag myself, I'm here to drag. So like peaceful, like when you're peaceful, if you want to be peaceful, go on Love is Blind or whatnot. Like if they drag, even if your fave is not a violent person, if they drag your fave, you people be the toxic fan base, because these things help. After a while, it will phase off. So yes, I 100% agree with you with that. Like I'm not afraid of drugs. So if anybody, I wake up tomorrow and shade your father.
Sometimes when these people don't even do the work, you want to be mischievous on the TL and cause chaos. Because sometimes I can be very chaotic because I just want to be chaotic. Like you guys should give us drama. I should try like this. Some useless ones who just go, you're causing drama. Sometimes I wish I have that supernatural power to just appear and just
Morale. Do you know the funny thing? Now that they're not dragging your faith, some people are taking advantage of it and collecting the deals. Some people are systematically silence you people. They don't silence you, they're happy. Who is getting the gigs now? Who is launching?
Honestly.
Who are they signing? Oh, when you're dead. Keep it up.
You and I know how they work now. CC, defender, you know how they work now. You know how BBN street is now. Let's call it spade a spade. When has dragging really affected anybody? Please tell me one housemate that dragging has destroyed their brand. I want to know. You think all these people that release nude deliberate and they'll come and tell you, I don't know who leaked it. I don't know if it was actually I don't know what they're doing.
Nora, please. Please don't release my video. Please, that one is down.
You think they don't know what they're doing by doing that?
Morale, let me on Josephine. You know the one that is even annoying me the most. I would not lie. I heard that once idiots wants to do podcasts. If I see that podcast, I will drag you and your podcasts. When did you come out? You want to be doing, what experience did you have? Who made you? Hey God,
what achievement have you given to us that makes you deserve to give a podcast?
Do we rate your opinions? Like, do we care what you say? Like,
if you want to do pod
a very lazy way out of nonsense. You better get up and go and walk. How come I'm giving us nonsense and be telling us? I'll tell you this thing. Look, at this point, sometimes even brands are waiting for people that are going to be very creative and very innovative and come and meet them and say, you know what? Let's do this. I need you to partner with me by doing this. You go and if you give something to a brand that they know that they will make money, you think they won't partner with you. Why must it always have to be the brand that has to plan an event?
No, Morale, sorry.
And they will not invite you.
Morale.
Come and shine teeth.
Morale. Sorry, I just want to say something. When you speak like this, don't forget that in those days, where these people go and pitch themselves, you understand, to brands and say, oh, this is what I can do and blah, blah, blah. Don't forget that they had VVIPs that were well learned. They could chop.
Yes. Let's not even go to VVIP right now, Pana, because if I have to go to VVIP analysis, I can break table.
No, Moral, wait, hold on. Let me just say what I want to say. You understand? Now, to be very sincere, there were people like that. We will not take it, or let me say fans, don't let me say VVIP. Because I know some that they will tutor you. They will, if you want to go, do like this, do like that, share like this, share like that. You understand that kind of thing? We know. You understand? And those housemates were street smart enough. You understand? You know, because the reason why I had to say this was because when you spoke about pitching yourself to a management company, you understand? Somebody in the comment section actually said, no, that they said because she said she wanted to go into acting and blah, blah, blah. Please, what is Bisola doing? What is Banky W's wife doing? Is it not the same acting? They will tell you something that they will not tell you outrightly. They will just use scope and shift you. So that's why I had to say it, because there's some things that when you have people that would like, oh, this is how it works, you understand? Because to go and pitch yourself to brand, morale, you know that it is not a day work. You have to give them the metrics, you have to give them the analytics, you have to give them your growth. You have, in fact, there's one, that's how I knew about this Instagram, the thing that calculates, the application that calculates, and at that time they buy it doing data
analytics.
Yes, so that time they buy
people start farm. Even if you farm, I do try to buy things. There are ways that they can calculate it. The way they will calculate it, that when you are pitching it to brands, when they start asking questions, for those that are into branding and they know the analytics behind it, when they start asking you questions, you'll be asking yourself, what did you go and do in it all? You come and be saying no. Yeah.
What's wrong with network? Whether you guys like it or not, you see this moral, the person is saying the truth. If your faves don't do something right now, next year, January, when Bibi Mzanzi will start, they don't fade. Be say they don't fade. They don't wither. Okay? So tell your faves to buckle up. Tell them to be controversial. Tell them to bring drama. They should stop waiting for gifts. They know they tire. They should do something. What is it? Anyway, since I don't know what's happening, I think I will still come back, but let me end this one right here. Thank you. See you.